So the Diddy trial has started, and it seems like we've got more evidence now in the form of videos that the jury's watching. So it's no longer about he said, she said, maybe it's false, maybe it's not. Seems like stuff definitely went down, at least with his ex-girlfriend, that we know. This here is Benny Johnson. I check him out once in a while. He gets political, but also covers pop culture. I want to mention a little bit about Diddy's political view and personality after the trial stuff. But for now, let's take a look at what's going on with the actual trial.
Disturbed Diddy jury gasps as they see horrific images of Cassie and escorts and freak-offs. So they had this all on film. Cassie, this was his girlfriend of 10 years, recalls how she was ordered to have sex with male sex workers and then apply copious amounts of baby oil to herself to keep herself glistening. Combs' defense says that he's guilty of being a cuck, domestic violence, but not of sex trafficking. Of course, his domestic violence episodes are on tape.
All right, so we have a little bit of a clue there about the baby oil. They said he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and she said that he wanted her to apply that to make her glisten. So if it was as much as she claims, and you're having these freak-offs, I don't know, a couple of times a week or something, you might blow through like 2 or 3 or 4 bottles a week, and you might just want some big supply. And if you want to glisten up the other people doing the freak-off acts, then before you know it, you're using, 10, 15, 20 bottles a week or something. You're blowing through them, and yeah, that makes sense. 1,000 still seems extreme, but he's a billionaire, so he just clicks on a button and makes a big order. Some people kind of on the right wing like to refer to this cat turd person, kind of reminds you of somebody, but cat turd says it's not enough for Diddy to spend life in prison. Every single celebrity who participated in his demonic activities must spend life in prison too, and believe me, there's hundreds of them. That's a big claim, man. Hundreds of celebrities came into these parties and freak-offs and did stuff. I mean, if they've got video of it, that would be surely interesting. It seems to me unlikely we'd have some big celebrity exodus where a bunch of celebrities are going to jail and stuff like that. But it sure would be an epic, entertaining way to end their careers, which is going down anyway because Hollywood ain't what it used to be.
Covering the Diddy trial, and I need a shower. The levels of depravity which this fallen man is capable of knows no bounds. I mean, it was apparently really sick stuff. Cassie Ventura testified that she did not remember how the term freak-off came about. She recalled that Sean Combs proposed this sexual encounter that he called voyeurism, where he'd watch me in intercourse and sexual activity with another man. I just remember my stomach falling, she would say. She was 22 years old at the time. She was doing this to make him happy. She broke down on the stand. There's footage of this. There's footage of them. Here they are, Cassie and Diddy at his 48th birthday party at the Girls Gone Wild house in Mexico. Cassie exposes humiliating sex acts with strangers, Diddy's disgusting fetish, as his kids watch on.
Wait, what? As his kids watch on? Like, having these fetishes is one thing, but wait, did he say having your kids watch? What the fuck?
So there's apparently videos of all of this happening inside of the courthouse. But here's where this story takes a very, very dark, sinister, and world-shattering turn. Diddy paid me for sex, says Trump hotel shooter. It's a man named Jonathan Odie. We're going to talk a little bit about Jonathan Odie. Who is Jonathan Odie? He's a man that was arrested in 2018. What did he do? He went into President Trump's club in Miami, Trump Doral, and he shot up the chandelier. And he did this to send a message. He said in the police interrogation video after this incident that he was Diddy's sex slave, and everyone just laughed him off.
All right. So, I mean, you might hear things like that in the news. Someone says, I'm Diddy's sex slave, and it's like, haha, whatever. I don't know. What are you talking about? But now, seems pretty believable. Also, I gotta say, from what I've heard, if Cassie was 22, he's 48, he's a billionaire, I'm sure she would do things to try to just impress him I would still find her accountable for choosing to be with a man like that and not just breaking up with him and saying goodbye at the first time he asked her to do something like that. Because I think young women are intelligent and can make their own choices. I don't think you could just, control them if you've got money. Having said that, once you're in the relationship and it's someone like Diddy who's interested in more than just like, one-on-one fun time in the bedroom, it could be intimidating. So let's compare to a second. Leonardo DiCaprio gets all this heat about the women he dates. They're much younger. But if it's just him and her in private, in a bedroom, doing normal stuff, that's way different than like Diddy having these escorts and baby oil and freak offs and videotapes and things. So I could get behind a girl who's like kind of young and in this world of Diddy than somebody just having consensual adult time at night one-on-one with a celeb, if that makes sense. There's like different context here. But all right, let's see what Diddy said about Trump.
White men like Trump need to be banished. That way of thinking, it's real dangerous.
Okay, so if he just said the thing about Trump, all right, half the people on this channel probably don't like Trump, half the people do like Trump. That is what it is. But why bring white into it? Why bring race into it? So with an idiotic thing like that being said, I trust Diddy less. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal bias. It doesn't actually connect with the freak offs and stuff or give any reason to believe or not believe shit that went on with the freak offs. But for me personally, that drops you down, Diddy. So yeah, let's see what happens in the trial. Anyway, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that. And if you don't subscribe here, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.